What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we pretty much have some breaking news right now about the Toy Day event details. Now, if you don't want to be spoiled, obviously don't watch this video. The event at the time of this recording is in a couple days, so this is kind of like an early preview. All this information, by the way, was data mined by a user named Stony9215, so thank you. Thank you, Stony. So this is kind of going over the event, and let me just say, before I go over it, I'm a little disappointed. I was looking for more, okay? So the Toy Day event will be on December 24th, Christmas Eve, and there are 3 main stages that will happen during this event. I would say that in terms of time, I think this event is probably going to last like 30 minutes. Like, we'll get to that in a second. But first of all, and I'm going to read this from the graphic that this data miner has, and I'll put it on the screen for you. Toy Day is celebrated on the 24th, like we said, and help out the holiday reindeer by crafting the wrappers and delivering the presents to your villagers before the end of the day. So kind of like previous Animal Crossing games, if you played before, you will see Jingle, and essentially you will deliver presents to all the villagers. Now, they've kind of stripped back certain elements that were in previous games, so let's kind of go over that. So there are 3 stages, like I was saying before. Stage 1 is preparation. So you will begin by speaking to Jingle, and then he will kind of tell you about the whole quest of delivering presents. He will ask you to craft 3 festive wrapping papers, which he will give you the DIY for. So when you see him, automatically, he is going to give you a DIY. And that DIY is this one right here. It's called Festive Wrapping Paper. And let me just move for a second because the recipe is really easy to make. So 1 red ornament, 1 blue ornament, and 1 gold ornament. And you have to craft 3 of those. And like I said, he will give you the DIY for. So right away, you get something. You have to craft 3 of those. And this is what the item actually looks like here. Festive wrapping paper. And I don't know, let's just wrap up some apples. There we go. So it's kind of cute. And we can drop that. And that's kind of what that item looks like. So it's kind of a cute little thing. Okay, so once you've submitted the 3 wrapping papers, he will give you a Toy Day stocking and a magic bag full of presents to your villagers. So the set of stockings is an item that you can currently get. Everyone, when you buy the set of stockings in your Nook's Cranny, they are a certain color variant. So I'm not too sure if Jingle gives you a unique one that your island doesn't offer. Those details still are kind of gray. There's like some gray area there. And then the magic bag full of presents is pretty standard to previous Animal Crossing games. It's a bag that you're going to be carrying around with gifts for all your villagers. And then this data mine says, and like other games, the magic bag is a temporary tool and will be returned to Jingle once your task is done. You can check how many presents are left by examining it in the inventory. Here's where things get a little dicey, okay? We're now going to stage 2. So we have the festive wrapping paper DIYs, which we've made 3 of, gave it to Jingle, bada bing. He gives you a set of stockings, then he gives you the magic bag. So now it's time to gift to the villagers. Okay, so now what we're going to do with that magic bag full of gifts is we're going to head over and deliver all the presents within the bag in no particular order to your villagers. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's just stop there. So this is kind of what I'm let down about, okay? So in previous Animal Crossing games, during the month of December, you would go to all your villagers, and throughout the whole month, your villagers would kind of be giving you hints as to what gift they want. So I really want a red gift, or, you know, I want something that I can play with, something like that. It would be like little clues, and depending on what's in the bag, you would have to kind of figure out what gifts that they were talking about. This has dumbed it way down, okay? So now you're giving gifts that essentially have no meaning. You're just giving out gifts to your villagers. So essentially the entire event, all the time that you're going to spend, is going to kind of be finding your villagers. So this might even take like 15 minutes. I don't even know. The wrapping paper, just shake a bunch of trees, get your ornaments. And this, we're just, you know, bringing gifts to villagers. There's no like real crazy science behind it. And there's a little note here. It says, don't worry about them displaying the presents. They're just wrapped apples. So I'm not too sure if you can open the gifts. I don't think you can. but don't worry about them displaying like a bear in their house or something like that. If you are concerned about that, because in the game, they're coded as wrapped apples. So of course they won't display these gifts or anything like that. Okay, here is kind of the silver lining in what this quest actually gives you. So each gift you deliver will award you with +3 friendship points and a returned wrapped present. So that's kind of cool. Honestly, that's probably the coolest part of, well, no, the coolest part's coming up. But essentially, if you deliver the gifts to the villagers, +3 friendship, that could like, maybe you're going for like some photos. Maybe you're going, you know, to be best friends with one of your villagers. +3 friendship is going to help out a ton. And they're going to return the favor with a wrapped present. They did not data mine what the presents are. I'm assuming that they're going to be probably the different toys that were unlocked. So like, you know, Eric might give you a puppy plushie, and like, I don't know, Rold might give you the dinosaur toy. So it's not known what the wrapped presents are, but they are not new items. They're not DIYs. It's just wrapped presents. So I don't know, kind of a bummer there. And then it just continues to say, be sure to deliver them before your villagers go to sleep and before the 5 a.m. announcement occurs. Of course, 5 a.m. signifies a new day, and that is Christmas anyway. So you're probably eating cookies. You're probably drinking cocoa. I don't know what you're doing. But make sure to do that before the day ends. I'm assuming that you can just time travel back if you're running out of time. But like I said, all you have to do is find your villagers, which sometimes it is hard. But I don't know. Check the museum. Check their house. They should be out, though, because it's an event. Okay. So here's how you get some of the rewards that a lot of you guys have been asking for, and I will show what the rewards look like. There's 3 rewards, all right? Pretty good to okay. So you will receive a DIY and 2 items, okay? So the first item is probably the best one, and that is the gift pile DIY. You probably have been seeing that all around. And let me hide again to kind of show you the gift pile DIY. So it's a really interesting recipe. So it is, you need 3 red wrapping papers, which kind of can be challenging. So check your Nook's Cranny, see if you have any in stock there. A wooden block toy, which I believe is a soft wood. That's all it takes. And then a cardboard box, which you can go in your res services in the recycling bin and get one of those. So it's kind of a unique, DIY. But it's actually my favorite festive item in the game. Like it's fantastic. So let me show you what that looks like. Again, you've probably seen it around quite a bit, but there's the gift pile, and there's actually a ton of customization options. This is being my favorite. I believe this is the natural customization option. So it's a really nice item. It's really nice. So you will unlock that when you successfully deliver over half of the presents. I'm assuming more than half would be 6 because you have 10 villagers. So deliver 6 presents, you will get the gift pile DIY. So that's a fantastic item. You will also receive the Toy Day Sleigh if you manage to deliver all of the presents. So again, just find your villagers. It's going to be super simple. And this is what the item looks like. A Toy Day Sleigh. So again, pretty fantastic. I don't think you can customize this at all, but you can sit on it. And that's all that matters, right? It's a super, like these 2 items are worth doing this event. It's going to be a very short event. And then here's where it gets pretty cute, okay? Let's go inside for this next part. Okay, so the next part happens the day after. This is stage 3. So the event actually takes technically 2 days, which is kind of cool. So the Toy Day stockings Jingle gives you, all right? You're going to want to hang them up for the night. So this is probably a really bad wall. Well, there we go. You hang them up for the night, then interact with it the next day to receive another surprise. So I'm assuming you hit A near them. I'm not too sure. There'll probably be some, with the update, there'll probably be some like, hit A, hit B, I don't know. So once you interact with the stockings, you will get this item called the Jingles Photo. And it's essentially like, when you level up your friendship all the way with your villagers, you will get Jingles Photo. So, kind of a cool-ish reward. But those are all the items that you get from this event. Like I was saying before, if you were kind of deciding how much time to put aside for this event, I would say maybe 30 minutes. This really seems like kind of a lackluster event. And you got to think, like, is this the reason why, Nintendo kind of locked this event? Because it's a super quick event. I mean, overall, the only part that I'm really kind of down on is the part that they've dumbed down the event. So you can just give anyone any kind of gift. And from what it sounds like, you don't know what is in the bag. So you're just kind of giving unmarked, unknown gifts to your villagers. So that's it loses a lot of the personality that was in previous games. But that's the event. That's the Toy Day event. Guys, let me know what you think about the Toy Day data mine in the comments section below. Were you expecting more? Were you expecting less? Does this do it for you? The items are good, but then, we come across this like problem here where it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do with gift boxes and a sleigh on December 26th? It just kind of doesn't sit right with me. It seems like a fun event, though. I will be live streaming it on the channel. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.